Girls get dirty too. That is the motto of this team from the Rebelle Rally. This is a team that was captained by Sedona Blinson and Rebecca Donaghy in this really beautiful purple SUV. And you might be saying to yourself, what is that car? You've never seen anything like it before, and you know what? Neither have we. And yet, this car placed second in the Rebelle Rally for its class, the crossover class, or the X class. And it has some details that we have never seen before. So, in fact, look at the shape of it. It's a little different than anything you've ever seen. It has this really beautiful sculptured rear end and the rear window with that hood spoiler. If I look over here, I can see it says that it is M35i. And if I look over here, I notice it's a BMW. It's an X2. What? This is the BMW X2 for 2024.
Right.
2024. This is Nick from BMW. And Nick actually was part of the team that helped bring this car to the Rebelle Rally and put Rebecca and Sedona in it and allowed them to place second in their class in a car that I'm told that they had not even seen until the day before the rally started.
That's right.
Is that even a fair thing to do?
It's not fair, but I have to say driver and navigator were absolutely wonderful. They're rally veterans, so they knew exactly what they were doing, and we couldn't have been happier to have them on our team.
Well, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Let's talk about this car. So what did you do to get the BMW X2 ready for the Rebelle Rally?
Well, fortunately, we didn't have to do much because this is already a really capable car, even for this extreme kind of off-road situation. Really, other than some wheels and off-road tires to handle all the dirt, mud, and sand, we wanted to protect the engine and the vital components that really make this car work. And so we took our plastic under panel, we simply made that same shape out of metal and bolted it right up to the car. And
so you basically added a skid plate.
We added a skid plate, yeah,
underneath.
Under the front. And really that's about all that we changed. Of course, we have this incredible rack, the lighting, we have some spare wheels and tires. XPEL provided a matte wrap to protect the paint, and you can see we have some natural pinstriping here from the rally, but really this car right out of the box,
too, right?
Yeah, right out of the box, this car is really capable, and that's really why we wanted to enter it into the rally, to show our customers that are really active outdoors with camping, skiing, hiking, etc., that this car is really capable of a lot more than what our customers would normally put it through. So I think our second place victory really shows that.
So this is the X2. Mm-hmm. It looks different than the X2 that I know. Why is
yes.
that?
Yeah, so this is completely redesigned for 2024. And we wanted it to fit a little bit in better with the X4 and the X6 family. So this is a true sport activity coupe, as we call them here at BMW. And you'll notice really the back section is where we find the most amount of change. So this vehicle is much longer, a lot more cargo room, more versatile, and I think it looks fantastic, especially in this frozen Portimao blue color.
Is it taller?
It is taller, yeah, and longer. It's bigger in almost every dimension, and it has a terrific amount of cargo room, even with the coupe shape. When you put the seats down, plenty of cargo room. It's very comfortable, lots of headroom. We've even got a sky roof now, which takes up less space than the typical panoramic roof, and so that gives you a lot more interior space and a feeling of openness and light in the cabin.
So when is this going to go on sale for anybody who really wants to upgrade their X2? Well, I will say this is beautiful.
I hope, thank you. I hope we have a lot of those customers, and so you'll see these in our dealers in early March of 2024. They begin production this month, November, and then we'll start to see them in the spring.
Tell us a little bit about the Rebelle Rally. What kind of obstacles or challenges did the X2 go through on that off-road course?
Yeah, first biggest challenge is the drivers, as we talked about earlier, didn't really know the capabilities of the car until they actually began the race. And so that was one big challenge, knowing what the car can and cannot do. But as I mentioned, this car is extremely capable, and so it wasn't long before they understood the capabilities of the vehicle. There's a lot of different terrain that the driver and navigator must go through, including mud, sand, rocks, dirt, etc. So having a vehicle with a four-wheel drive system that's capable of all those different kinds of terrains is crucially important. And our four-wheel drive system is fantastic, and it really did the job nicely.
So this is four-wheel drive, not all-wheel drive, or it's all-wheel drive?
It is all-wheel drive, yep, all the time, all-wheel drive. And we only offer all-wheel drive in the X2, so there's no two-wheel or four-wheel, it's all-wheel drive.
And is it a hybrid?
It is not a hybrid, it's a four-cylinder gas engine. Similar to the drivetrains that we have in the X1. So we have a 28i, and then this one is the M35i.
So what's the horsepower on each of those?
Yeah, so this one is 312 horsepower, and then the 28i is the same as the X1 28i, so just around 248.
That's pretty powerful for a cute little SUV like this.
That's right.
I noticed something missing on the rear pillar though.
Yeah.
What are we missing there?
Yeah, so the credit card logo is covering this up right now, but in the previous generation we had our roundel on the C-pillar, but that was just for that model, and so the designers felt that this it was not an opportunity to put that on the new model, but yeah, so some of our customers may miss that, but it's no longer there.
I'm a little sad.
Yeah.
I'm a little sad.
Yeah.
I just thought that was such a cute detail. It's got this really pretty brown leather interior.
Yeah.
What are the different interior options in the X2?
Yeah, so we offer all leather-free options on our interior for X1 and X2. This has the M Sport specific interior, so the M Sport seats that come in Alcantara and our faux leather. So it's a really great combination. It keeps you in your place. It's very comfortable whether it's hot or cold out, and so really great interior. We also have the Alcantara up on the dash with some unique stitching. Otherwise,
Which
you can...
I'd love to show you, but it's hard to see through the glare in the window. But we will get a look at this at some point. You can see a little bit there. We'll get a good look at it at some point.
Yep, so extremely comfortable and sporty at the same time. And as I mentioned before, a lot of room on the interior on the new X2, thanks to the sky roof that's optional. Brings a lot of light into the cabin, makes it feel very open and a great place to be.
So how much is this car going to set me back?
Not as much as you think.
Okay,
so,
we like that.
Yeah, so over the X1, it's a $1,500 charge above the X1, but you do get a lot of content for that. So we start on a bigger 19-inch wheel as opposed to the 18, and then there's some interior finishes and trims that are included here that are optional on the X1. So out the door at time of filming, it's $42,000 for the X2 28i, and just over $50,000 for the M35i.
It's really beautiful and desert tested.
That's right.
Tested.
Yeah,
we like that.
And BMW approved.
Well, and it's really beautiful and rally approved.
Yes.
So tell me what it was like when you were able to tell the team that they placed second out of 65 teams, by the way. There were 65 teams competing, and in this class, I don't know how many were in this class, maybe 30?
I think there were 30 or so, yeah.
And they placed second. How was that received?
Well, it was received, of course, very well. We also took 3 stage wins across the rally. So we did come in first in 3 of the stages and then second overall. And I think everybody was really excited. But I have to say, I don't know if they were too surprised because we knew this was going to be a great car with a great team. Yeah, well,
definitely a great car, definitely a great team. But for the first time out, and especially without going out and doing any practice ahead of time, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Nick.
Thank you.